Radiant team ban.
Alright, that was like disconnect there. I thought I disconnected, but anyway, we are back. And once again, we are back with TITA DOTA 2 Summer Tournament. This is the winners bracket, and we will be having today DDM versus DR or Droghemon. And anyway, we'll go right into the game, not waste too much time. The first 4 bans pretty typical except for the Shadow Fiend. We do have Flash Strike, Gyrocopter, and Undying being banned out. Shadow Fiend of course is the exception. Usually we see the Queen of Pain with that, but of course the team that bans out the Shadow Fiend is the team with the first pick, so they may go for the Queen of Pain as their first pick right now. Because Queen of Pain is the safer option. Probably the hero with the best escape mechanism thus far for a mid hero. I usually go for either a very good escape mechanism or a very good sustain. Shadow Fiend is of course the exception. Shadow Fiend is the glass cannon hero where you usually have to pocket support mid to protect him. They'll actually go for a lion pickup, which is pretty interesting. Usually you want to get something key in the first pick. I've actually went for a pretty safe support pick, one that can be very defensive, can be very aggressive, works very well in team fight and ganks as well. And of course if it gets its bling, it is a very anti-split push hero.
10 seconds remaining.
And a hero with bling hex is of course an exceptionally good hero for that. We'll go into a double pick phase from DDM, and they will go with the first pick of Disruptor. Also a very powerful team fight and ganking hero. Glimpse is of course an excellent skill, low cooldown for Static Storm. Kinetic Field works very well with a lot of other heroes like Bristleback. Works pretty well for Axe as well, though Axe isn't exactly a very favorite hero right now. Works very well for Phantom Lancer, able to trap you in the area and burn all your mana. And then they will pick up a second pick of Queen of Pain, so you will get the favorite hero as of now. And we'll see. Leshrac and Shadow Fiend is being banned out. Puck and Storm is still available in the pool, though if they picking up Storm so early might not be a very good decision. You might look to pick Storm up in the third off pick after banning up probably Silencer. And of course you are dealing with a Disruptor, which is a problem for both Storm and Puck. And also a major problem for Queen of Pain itself, but Queen of Pain has already been picked up by themselves. They will go for the Phantom Lancer pick. And pretty early for the Phantom Lancer to be showing itself. They will now ban out the Earthshaker, obviously a quick reaction towards the pick of Phantom Lancer itself. And they still lack that mid hero, which looks more and more like there's the likelihood of picking up a Storm Spirit later on, or even going crazy and just picking up a Pudge, but that depends on what other things DDM picks up. If DDM picks up like a Witch Doctor, they will actually ban out the Silencer themselves, so that's probably what they do not want to deal with. Queen of Pain jumping into a global silence isn't exactly great, and the Silencer does pretty well against the Queen of Pain simply because Last Word is able to, I think it's Curse of the Silence or Last Word works very well against Queen of Pain. If you drop a Last Word before she blinks in, and she blinks in, she immediately gets silenced. It's a terrible way to start off a KOP gank. So they will ban out the Silencer themselves. They already have the Disruptor, so they aren't too worried about the Storm. Axe has been banned out by Droghemon, so I'm not too sure why. Could potentially suggest a third or fourth pick that they're going towards. Maybe a Slug, which is a pretty powerful hero right now as well, and Axe does a pretty good job of dealing with Slug with a core into a dunk. It works very, very well. And of course Slug has high attack speed and does trigger counter helix pretty often. Looking at the fourth ban coming up from DDM, so they're going to have to deal with a Phantom Lancer and likely a mid hero that is unsure yet. They will go ahead and ban up the Storm Spirit before Droghemon can even consider that pick after banning up the Silencer themselves, of course. Droghemon can of course still go for a more less conventional mid. They could go for a Clockwork, which I guess can be reasonable, can do okay with the Queen of Pain. Probably not the easiest thing to kill, and jumping into Cogs and all can be rather troublesome as well. Jumping in and getting Cog up and battery assault is pretty dangerous as well. DDM will go ahead and pick up their offlaner in the form of a Tide Hunter. So I do think a Clockwork pick now is pretty good. Clockwork does a very good job of just simply disrupting team fights, and from what we can see, Tide Hunter and Disruptor being picked up as a very likelihood of a going for a potentially strong team fight lineup. So a Clockwork pickup would be a pretty good pickup right now. It still leaves the space of considering whether you could send it off lane or mid. And of course, having that versatility is always very, very important. They already have a safe lane hero, so it's now the mid and the off lane core that they need to think of. Or if they want to counter the fight, a Sand King could be a reasonable pickup on the off lane, or even as a support if they want to be greedy. I do notice European teams tend to be a little bit more greedy with team fights, and they are also much more capable at pulling off team fights. They will go for the Invoker as their third pick, so that will be their middle hero. Invoker of course contributes a significant bit to the team fight attack. Invoker fights well in team fight. It can disrupt team fight a lot as well. Things like Deafening Blast, Tornado, burst damage coming up from Exort Invoker, Meteor and Sunstrike. Though Exort Invoker aren't exactly the favorite form of Invoker right now. Quas Wax is still the more powerful. High attack speed, high movement speed and attack speed, I believe, and high regeneration and health. Really, really hard to kill. And it works very well against Queen of Pain as well. Shadow Strike slow becomes negated in the earlier level. We'll go for a Witch Doctor, so that is 3 very powerful teamfight heroes right there. And understandably, that's why they banned out the Silencer. I really think Droghemon needs to go to Clockwork right now, or something with a very good AoE control.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
One of the best AoE control has already been picked up. Tide Hunter has already been picked up by DDM. They need an off-laner with a significant amount of control. I think a Clockwork and Sand King pick would actually be pretty good. They We'll actually go for the Dazzle pick, which is pretty interesting because the only thing with a lot of physical damage would be the Death Ward.
10 seconds remaining.
But I guess the negative armor works in favor. We have an Invoker and a Phantom Lancer as well.
Radiant team back.
We'll ban out a Bristleback. Though I don't think that Bristleback is actually a very good pick. They need more disruption for their offlaner. A Jakiro could actually be a pretty okay pick.
10 seconds remaining.
Just gives them a
5
additional
seconds remaining.
ability, pushing ability. It has a very good amount of control as well.
Reserve time.
And standing in Pyro Fire for a Witch Doctor probably wouldn't last very long. Until he picks up Glimmer Cape, of course. We will actually ban out a Swen. We do lack the safe lane carry. He may be forced into the Spectre pick now, or maybe an Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage will actually be pretty good. Works well into intelligence support, works pretty well in the Invoker as well. And a fast Battle Fury will work with, will be able to fight the Phantom Lancer.
10 seconds remaining.
Or you could just
5
compete with
seconds
farm by
remaining.
picking up a Spectre. A Spectre or Anti-Mage are all pretty good.
Reserve time.
And a Slug is actually pretty viable. The only thing that really has lockdown on the Slug would be the Blink Hacks. And they will go for the Anti-Mage as expected earlier on. And now a final offlane pick. Let's see whether I can get this right. I still favor the Clockwork, though they could go greedy and pick up a Wind Ranger. A Wind Ranger physical damage, of course. Magical burst and physical damage works pretty well with the Dazzle. Ability to simply run away with Wind Run and stay alive even longer with the Shadow Grave. Wind Ranger is actually a pretty good pick as well. Clockwork and Wind Rangers are pretty considerable offlane control heroes that provide disruption and control in team fights, and pretty good in gang. They will actually go for a Spirit Breaker, surprisingly completely out of what I thought. Spirit Breaker aren't exactly very favored for laning phase right now. Usually we see Spirit Breakers charge around a lot, and we actually usually see supports play on them. And we will actually need to have a quick pause. One guy from DR, one guy for DRG will be reconnecting. No items so far, so but I don't think we need to have a look at any of the items to know who's going where. It's very likely. Anyway, let's just take this time to go through the heroes. Oh my god. Here comes the Italian names. Bernardo on the Tidehunter will probably be going onto the offlane. Lebanese Monscream on the Disruptor, Fredo on the Queen of Pain, and Berluconi Anti-Mage. Berluconi on the Anti-Mage. EL. I'm just gonna read them by acronyms, you know. This guy is gonna be BL, this guy is gonna be EL. That deals with it. EL on the Witch Doctor, BL on the AM. I'm such a lazy guy. Wahala on the Phantom Lancer, likely going under the safe lane. Crazy Man bringing the Spirit Breaker off lane, very likely. Ryzen on the Lion, and Enfit on the Dazzle. And going mid will be Monterre on the Invoker. So it does look like that will be the lanes, and Invoker picking up. So looks like it will be a Quaswex Invoker indeed. He's going for the Blade of Attack. to provide that extra amount of damage, of course, earlier on. So maybe not going for the exhort. The exhort, of course, provides I think 6 damage. Oh, 3. So it will provide 9 damage as well. So that's usually, at least that's usually what we see people do. They pick up the blade of attacks so that they can go for the cross wax for attack speed and regeneration and bonus strength. So that gives a crazy amount of health. At level 1 it gives about 120 health, and that's 3 regen per second, and that's quite a lot. And attack speed, it gives like 6 attack speed. That's not too much, but 3% movement speed, and that's not that great either. You will go ahead and pick up a quas. So it will be a quas wax invoker. That's usually what we see when they pick up the blade of attack as well. And as usual, it will be 1 rune for each. Looks like they're giving it to the anti-mage as well. And down bottom they will be giving it to the invoker. And of course, usually you do give it when you have an invoker. The level advantage is key for invokers, especially reaching level 3, I believe. Or is this level 2? I'm not sure. Oh, but the block failed a little bit. He's going to fall behind based on that. Because with the Null Talisman being picked up by the Queen of Pain, he does have the advantage of a pretty high damage to begin with. So that's 62 going up against a 48. But the Invoker is still doing pretty okay. 1 deny a piss, and he's actually getting ahead right now. And as you can see, the Shadow Strike doesn't do much with this amount of regeneration. He has 4 hit point regeneration right now, and level 2 has... Okay, Invoke is received on level 2. Now I know. I always thought it was level 3. Meepo is the one that comes at level 3, I guess. Now it will be a 64 against a 51. So Invoker actually scales better, I guess. It looks like his INT scales better. And so far so good. Looks to be a pretty even lane in mid. He's actually missing a lot of last hits just because of his low damage. Cold Snap is now being engaged, so just trying to get a little bit of harassment up each other. And he will be getting some last hits and deny because of that harassment. And up top, so Disruptor is just trying to pull the lane, but it has been blocked up by Crazyman. So far Monterre, he actually brought up Sentry Ward as well, so he will be trying to find that ward. And Fedra forced into his first tango. Still have a tango and a salve actually. I think the salve, salve is actually his. Dazzle will pick up a bounty rune down bottom, and invisibility rune is up top and available. No couriers coming up for both sides just yet. No one's going to work towards his quick. He actually knows the ward is there, which is funny. Okay, yeah, you know the ward isn't here simply because this cam is spawning. The large cam over here is spawning, so you probably know it's somewhere here or here, and it really depends on how they want to. It looks like some aggression right there, just a poison touch being tried to harass him a little bit, and the courier has come out. It's whether boots, it is the boots, so he will be going for the fast-paced boots instead of focusing on the border. And we do see invokers nowadays try to just avoid picking up the border. The border is available at home, and the courier is going home to retrieve that border thus far. Queen of Pain has actually pulled away with just 69 damage, just growing in a sufficient bit. EMP and Tornado is available though. He does have 3 skills now, and the potential of just being very, very aggressive soon. Tidehunter is struggling up here. Level 2. Spirit Breaker is having a pretty good time. Did it fail block? It is spawning, which is pretty funny. And the Sentry Ward is actually right out of range. And he jumps forward for the catapult. And he will rotate up top to pick up the 4 minutes rune just to ensure he will get the illusion rune. And Dazzle and Feed will deny the bottom rune from the Queen of Pain and pick up the bounty rune, and Fedro will not be too happy with that. Thus far, Anti-Mage is doing about as well with the Phantom Lancer. Though the only lane that DDM is currently winning is the middle lane. I wouldn't say he's winning as well, he's just doing better. Bottom lane Tidehunter is really being zoned up. Stuck at level 3 right now, getting a lot of harassment from Poison Slash and the Phantom Lance combined. And up top, Spearbreaker is already level 5 actually. Completes a warn. Gets a little bit of harassment, even though I would say the Witch Doctor right clicks pretty heavily. And Disruptor doesn't do that badly as well. But so far, more importantly, is that Baluconi has a free farm lane. Phantom Lancer does too as well. And a cold snap, EMP comes up, no tornado to follow up though. Does significant amount of damage. EMP does burn away all the mana available. Blink is available for Fedro, but the EMP did not follow up with a tornado. Now he invokes the tornado and could be looking to go in for a tornado EMP soon. Once the EMP cooldown, he will have the sufficient amount of mana. But without Cold Snap, I don't think he will be able to secure that kill. We'll be looking though. She has spent her mana on something. As you can see, the Invoker is now catching up. He was 4-5 when Queen of Pain was really low. And now Fedro will rotate up top for the 6-minute runes, and looks like both support may be trying to get this rune, but a little bit too late. They will give away the haste rune, and the hex will not come. Poison touch to follow, a lot of mana, and a charge coming in from a Spirit Breaker as well. Haste being used up, and the Salve, the tornado misses however, so Spirit Breaker will not dive the tower for that. Haste rune, very lucky rune for her to pick up as well. A little bit slow from supports if they rotated in earlier. If the Lion managed to pick up the hex, managed to pick up the haste, I think the Queen of Pain is dead. It does manage to recharge her border, so there's that. She will get a lot of mana out of that right now. The EMP took out a significant portion of her mana, so
denied.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Spirit Breaker is 6 now. Thailander is stuck at 4, almost going on to 5. Very low HP as well, but seeing the supports in the middle just now would have probably gave him a little bit of space to farm. Both supports are doing a pretty good job stacking though, and Feet just miss a stack right here. What a noob support. There's a 3 stacks and a double stack right there. So, Anfeet missing 1 stack. Another smoke being used. I believe they expended 1 smoke trying to get a Queen of Pain. And up top now, the jump here. EMP now being charged up. Maledict being dropped out as well. EMP burst, but I don't think that's sufficient. And now a turnaround. Poison Touch being thrown up on the Witch Doctor. And a Hex being used on Fedro. 4 rotations coming in just to ensure there's no mana for Invoker. He will not be able to sustain this push. Or this aggression, and double deny coming out right there. And Volker starting to fall behind again on the NC count. And Fate looks to pull. I'm not too sure who they're pulling for. The Phantom Lancer probably. A little bit early as well. I do see Anfate rotating up top very soon. He will be protecting this invisibility rune, and he will actually just pick it up. And once again, Queen of Pain recharges the border. Invoker still not going for the border build, probably going for a quick Midas or maybe just Eel Scepter straight away. Though Eel Scepter doesn't work that well against. Phantom Lance cools down very soon. He may look to re-engage on this, and the turnaround, and now the Phantom Lance to come up on the hero, which will likely be first blood, maybe even double kill. Spirit Breaker charging in from a really long range. No mana for Phantom Lance to follow on this. Spirit Lance. I've been counting this thing the wrong skill the whole time. And the charge will stop again. This Spirit Breaker is not getting enough kills. He does pick up a Orb of Venom right now to increase his kill ability. I guess you can call it that. I think this stack is a little bit late. Actually, he will be able to get it, surprisingly. He does get a double stack off. This stack fails though. 3 stack. This cam is really annoying to stack. And I actually find it unfair because if you time yourself very well, you can actually get a double stack here just by using right clicks or like spells. Because this cam stacks at 53, this cam stacks at 55. And for example, a DK would be able to do a pretty good job. Or even a Shadow Fiend, just coming in, right click here, turning around and raise, you will get actually 2 stacks off. Not possible in a Radiant though, at least I don't know any cams. They do have a sufficient amount of stack. There's a double stack here, a triple stack large cam, this looks like a double stack large cam, a triple stack large cam, and a double stack medium cam. And looks like the Lion will be going in. He will pick up the haste this time. Could potentially turn this around. And the Earth Spike now comes up on Fedro. The blink goes away, but Anfield not able to catch up in time. And the EMP now being dropped out. Tornado misses, however. The stun connects and the EMP burns away all of Fedro's mana. This coming in from the back. Fedro coming in. TITA DOTA coming in at the back. Now Lion trying to right click Fedro down and just not enough damage. It will back away from that. So much diving coming up from both teams and no kills so far. And he will actually charge away. Crazy Man will just charge away, and that was a pretty good engagement. Both teams played that out really well, just to deny any kills whatsoever. Crazy Man picks up a boot of gloves of haste. And looks like another stack coming up from both teams here. Oh, that it actually was a triple stack, and now it will be a quadruple stack. And that jungler is very stacked up.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
There is a 4 stack here, a 2 stack, a 3 stack, and a 2 stack. So they are doing a very good job stacking the jungler. Let's have a look at their level progression though. The stacking has resulted to a low level support. Both Desert and Lion are pretty low. 4 and 3 respectively. 5 on both Disruptor and Witch Doctor. And the EMP once again actually missing this time. How much mana does the EMP burn now? It burns 250. It's actually not that much for the Queen of Pain. Spirit Breaker gets a gets a kill on the anti-mage. Okay, significant amount of support help there. It will drop a ward to probably start pushing this lane. Do see some rotations from the support coming up top as well. Phantom Lancer's left to free farm at the bottom though. He is leading the net worth chart right now, just by a slight bit over the anti-mage, and the anti-mage did just lose his life. TP in from the anti-mage as well. The support's actually rotating away for the Radiant side. DRG rotating to the middle, but Queen of Pain isn't exactly there anyway. And also they do have the early tower being brought down. Looks like Invoker is working towards the Orchid Malevolence. Oblivion stuff doesn't build into anything else right now. It used to build into Refresher Hope, not anymore. And offering already completed. That's a pretty quick offering completed on Voila. And Anti-Mage does pick up a pretty timely Battlefield as well. So both teams carry doing a very good job. A smoke coming in right now. They do have a Ravage available. The Tornado and the EMP comes up just in time and burns away the mana. No Ravage available. And looks like Province will be in the Sonic Wave being thrown up to finish off the Lion and the Witch Doctor Death Ward. Now able to secure a kill on Crazy Man. Actually not sufficient enough damage. And they do get to pick off the Invoker down elsewhere as well. The smoke now being used by Anfield to ensure that Crazy Man will be able to get out of that alive. And started out as a good fight for DRG, but somehow turn it around. I believe Witch Doctor leveled up at just the right moment actually. He did not start the fight with a Death Ward. Was pretty lucky for him as well.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Once again, the levels of the support playing a significant role. Massive TP coming in as well now. They will deny the tower in the middle. That's probably why the massive TP was used. And another smoke is now being used, though Queen of Pain doesn't exactly have any mana. Tidehunter has regen to full health. And they will use the smoke to support Disruptor without an ultimate. Oh, the Spirit Breaker charge by will reveal the smoke. And even reveal the Disruptor right now, and this looks pretty bad. Tidehunter still has the invisible. Oh no, actually revealed as well. Ravage is available. No Spirit Lance being thrown out for harassment and to keep vision of the supports. Queen of Pain coming in. Sonic Wave not going to be available for another 30 seconds. Death Ward is now available. Disruptor very close to Static Storm. That would be a key ultimate. Bringing this catapult down. He will have his ultimate now. And he will be able to fight. Potentially fight at least. Spirit Breaker will actually charge into a Ravage and a Death Ward. The Static Storm now being dropped down. Ravage being thrown out too. And now the ultimate comes in from behind. Gets focused down really low. I do not think he has mana. He will actually be focused down by the Phantom Lancer. Dazzle gets 2 kills somehow. And now Ravage. Oh, Ravage actually already being used. Tidehunter will be finished off by Crazy Man. And looks like it will be 3 for nothing. A lot of gold going the way of the Dazzle. It will pick up a substantial amount of levels as well. And they will still not be able to pick up their level 6. Dazzle very close. Finger Lion still quite far away from his finger. They will actually stack the cam again. And wow, that's a weird number of birds. And with the offering, he will be able to farm this camps up. And the only thing I'm a little bit concerned is that the supports aren't staying in the jungle to get the experience from the stacks. They spent a lot of time stacking it up. They will go for a gank right now, so the smoke will come out. They will want to try to kill. Is Orchid Malevolence ready? No, it's not. A little bit hopeful, honestly. They will charge in. Oh my god, that's very unlucky. He used up his blink earlier on and the EMP will come out. They will be able to finish it. Spirit Breaker will be the one that secures it. Crazy Man gets another kill on Belluccini. And a good rotation. Very unlucky from Belluccini because he blinked into them instead of reviewing the smoke and blinking away, which may have allowed him to get away. He actually walked into that. Does the PR have Boots of Travel already? Wow. That's a very fat Phantom Lancer.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And he's actually of the same value with the Anti-Mage. What does Anti-Mage have now? Nothing apparently. Does he have anything on the courier? Nothing. That's weird. Is Battlefield really that expensive?
Dire's top tower has fallen.
I guess it is.
Radiant's bottom
Offering is
tower
about
is under attack.
2,300. This is 2,500, I think. 2,450. So that's about right. That's about 5,000 value. They will actually chase the Queen of Pain. Not able to get that off though. They do want to, glyph being used to attempt the deny. They will lose the tower, almost unnecessarily. They will give the support some farm right now, and also just some experience in lane. They will both be able to complete their level 6. Finger is available. Very key skill to kill the. And now PL just harassing Belluccini out of the lane. No diffuser blade, so won't be able to do too much damage on Belluccini for now. So with the Boots of Trevor, Wahala just doing a very good job moving around the map and just burning mana when he gets his diffuser blade soon. That's now clearing the stack, and this 4 stacks. I really think the support should be here to get the experience if they're not doing anything He's actually still stacking. The supports are still stacking. I actually think he blocked his own camp. He blocked the large camp, pulling the middle camp. Not exactly the smartest idea, but whatever works, I guess. Arcane boots available. Going for the diffuser blade as well. Wahala. And looks like Crazy Man will pick up a Urn of Shadow and probably build towards a mechanism. Build towards a BKB. Orchid Malevolence completed. Why is there 2 urns? Oh my god. This is hilarious. And it looks like Fedra is working towards the Orchid Malevolence as well, but way behind the Invoker.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Monte doing a much better job with the farm, surprisingly. He did participate in more kills. And Balukoni will actually pick up an ultimate orb. That's very interesting. Usually people don't pick up the ultimate orb. Usually they go for the casual Yasha. Simply because casual Yasha is so much better than a casual ultimate orb. And or even an offering is so much better. Offering provides lifesteal, provides regen, provides armor, provides damage. It's about the same price with an ultimate orb, and it's so much better. The Yasha provides movement speed, provides attack speed, provides damage for the anti-mage, helps you farm faster. I would personally question the pickup of the casual ultimate orb, but that's up to him. He's the player right here. And none of the supports or tertiary core have any items. And look, was that a smoke? I'm not too sure whether that was smoke, but they did reveal something. Tried to gank and failed, I guess. How far is Tidehunter from his Blink Dagger? Very far, that's the answer. 1600 gold away from his Blink Dagger. He is in no way. Available Tornado being thrown out casually is a defensive measure, and a smoke now being used once again. 3-man smoke. The 3-man with the ultimates. Death Ward, Static Storm, and Ravage. Ravage to set up the Static Storm, and the Death Ward should be enough to kill at least 2 to 3 heroes. They may be able to pick up the PL right here. Will they be able to drop a Static Storm? Smoke is revealed. Do they want to come down? They do come down right now, and the kinetic field is being dropped off. But EMP now being thrown out, and no Tornado to follow up. EMP pure damage will finish off one of the heroes. Tornado comes in, and the charge now connects on Disruptor. Static Storm still not refused to be dropped. The ultimate being finished up. Static Storm not in time to drop. Glimpsing the Ravage being thrown out. Catches all 4 right now, but I don't think this is a good position to use your Ravage anyway. Sonic Wave being thrown out. Wahala brings down really low, but not sufficient enough. 4 heroes still here. Fedro gets silenced up. Charge comes in. I think Fedro is dead as well, and that's a 4 for nothing. From a smoke gang, it turns up into a 4 for nothing. Wahala will now rotate down to the bottom and try to push this lane up. Maybe even get a T2. Double damage is available as well. They could potentially go for Roshan too. And that is a crazy swing. And now we will see death not recorded yet. So we will have to wait for a short period of time. 4,000 experience lead, and the double damage is now being picked up by Wahala. They will take this Roshan.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Surprisingly,
attack.
the graphs are stuck. A lot of them TPing in. The Death Ward is available. Static Storm is available as well. Sonic Wave not so much. But Queen of Pain will be back and available. Too late though. Phantom Lancer has already taken Roshan. Will be down for at least 8 minutes.
Radiant's
And
top
Wahala
tower
will
is under
TP up
attack.
top. Federal, about 700 I believe, 750 gold away from Orchid Malevolence. Tidehunter is still very far away, only 900 gold now. I'm actually dropped down a sentry ward, being pinked out by somehow being, okay, the ward's over here. And a smoke rotating top once again, trying to catch Bolushini. Will they be able to catch him this time though? The smoke is revealed. I don't think they see each other yet. They actually walk by each other. But now Wahala comes in alone. Phantom Lancer gets off the Manta Star. Evolution trying to get Tornado, misses the Phantom Lancer. EMP coming up. Fedro gets brought down by the EMP. Evolution gets focused down as well. Static Storm being dropped, but not sufficient. No one cares. They dive into the Static Storm and finishes off Disruptor. Wahala will now earn himself up. Actually being cancelled by the tower immediately, and looks like they will be able to get a T2 uncontested this time. And the ganks itself are able to bring the value up for the Dazzle, Anfield, and Ryzen, and they will be taking this tower uncontested. Once Aber, Ravage, and Death Ward is available, but that's about it. Diffuser Blade, I believe, completed here as well. Yes, it is. And Dazzle will not sell his urn. Looks like he's going to build towards a building towards a medallion. Sorry. Okay, Malevolence here. Blink Dagger available on the Dazzle. Something is missing from this guy's inventory. Did he sell the Orca Club? No, BKB is now completed. You're charged down to the bottom. Very, very rich Radiant team. We have a 10,000 gold lead right now, and that's just substantial just from the amount of towers they've pushed. They've pushed down 4 towers. Dire only pushed down 2. They also pushed down a significant amount of hero kills as well, 13-2 in favor of DRG right now. The DM will need a major team fight. They do have a very powerful team fight set up. The Ravage follow into the Static Storm and Death Ward would be devastating, but now the Tornado EMP once again gets hexed up right before he can throw the Ravage, and now he gets fingered down to hell, to death, and Lion will right click Witch Doctor down. Very well played from DRG with the Tornado EMP and also the Hex to prevent him from landing the Ravage off. And that's what they've been doing. They've been doing a really good job. Fedro now gets rest down really low, and Disruptor gets caught out of position trying to save Fedro. They will take a T3 right now. Ryzen actually taking a little bit of harassment from the tower, but no, he will back away, and right now they'll just focus down the tower. And down the tower goes, and probably even a lane of Rex right now. Anti-Mage, Manta Star. No offering though, so he does not have the sustain available. Just fine. Volker is actually pretty low. Ravage is still available, so they may look to do that. Actually cancelling Disruptor, cancelling the TP. I'm not too sure why. Phantom Lancer will throw a Spirit Lance inside just to harass it a little bit. And he's actually coming back in. He doesn't care. He has the Aegis. He wants to get it off. He actually gets a kill. Maybe even 2 right now. Trying to focus down Witch Doctor. They are now trying to focus down Wahala. EMP being dropped out. Ravage now being used, but the EMP will finish him off anyway. And that's 3 deaths already. And now PL not even using his Aegis just yet. The Witch Doctor drops out of Melodic and he will go away. Unstoppable. 4 kills down, and now it's 20-2. PL now continues to go back up and push the tower, and they're actually gonna earn him up. He's not gonna try to die or anything. Yeah, now when the Aegis that's taken away, it becomes a regeneration rune. Sort of regeneration rune. Heals you to max within 5 seconds. He's actually gonna TP back to the Falcon. And I actually think the Aegis is about to be reclaimed anytime right now. I'm not too sure where the watch is going. Manta Style or Scuddy. He does have Diffuser Blade though, so Scuddy wouldn't be very necessary. But you know, when you're winning, it really doesn't matter, and the answer will be Scuddy. He is leading 20-2. A ridiculous amount of gold lead right now, 20,000 gold lead in favor of BRG, and they were really never ever behind before. They were in the lead all the bloody time. And right now, as you can see, Phantom Lancer's 2,000 net worth above the Anti-Mage, and a whole 10,000 net worth above the Queen of Pain, who is second on the Dire team. And Queen of Pain just started out pretty good in early game against the Invoker, but really just falling off, not being able to pull off ganks, and getting ganked just way too much. Charge now coming in on Bernardo. Again, no Ravage available, though TP coming in from Moonscream, but it may be just another Sacrificial Lamb to go down. EMP goes off, no more mana. Ravage being thrown out, I believe. And no, actually no, he just goes down. And anti-mage Borado now dangerous of being burst down as well. The charge now comes in on ERL. And ERL gets focused out really low. Valhalla will come in to get that last hit down. And it's now 3 kills for nothing once again. Will bring this tower down and potentially go up on high ground as well. I don't think anyone can actually challenge them. Valhalla will storm up onto the tower, and they will be able to just take another lane of Rex, uncontested probably. Ravage is now available, Static Storm not so much, Static Storm 50 seconds. They do have a Death Ward and a Ravage. If they are able to throw up sufficiently, they may be able to get something away, but if they lose Balusini, this could be over. Finger is being used on him as well. Ravage being used to see Balusini, no mana available. Sonic Wave being thrown up, and now the Death Ward has been dropped, but he is being focused out as well. EL will be burst down, and all the 3 teamfight supports has been burst down. Double kill for Valhalla. They will take this lane of Rex. Unable to contest, Dire will just sit at the base, and that's 25,000 gold lead and building. And this is actually GG. I don't think there's a way back from this. None of them have their level 11 ultimate, which would probably be the only way to come back from this fight. Or is Valhalla just seriously throws, but it's really hard to throw. I really think it's not that easy to throw right now. He has Scuddy Diffuser offering and 3600 gold. And I'm going, Roshan is going to have a long respawn actually, it looks like. Oh no, it's not time yet. They're waiting for the 8-minute mark. And they're actually just gonna patiently wait in the Roshan pit because they don't care. Oh no, they're gonna back away. They will clean up the engines, and looks like a charge will be cancelled. Crazy Man was charging for the Witch Doctor right there. And Roshan will respawn in a minute and a half. Valhalla now pushing up the top lane. Pretty much a very easy kill as well. They will take this lane up, and I just want to. I'm getting a lot of lag right now. Why is this guy open? That explains the lag. And anti-mage is in position. Valhalla actually TPing away now to the bottom lane. Just being able to split push so much is just so annoying, especially when you're behind. Still trying to check right now. Now Monter maybe going on alone on Benero. He's now being forced away. Orchid Malevolence being used on him. Charge now being used on Fedro. He may even turn this around. Blink Dagger available. I'm not gonna blink forward for the silence. Oh, Lion picks up Raise and actually completes the Aghanim Scepter. He now has a really short cooldown on his ultimate. The Giant Frog of Roshan has popped up, and silence being used on the Roshan, and ultimate from Antfeed being used casually right there. Really doesn't matter too much, and Aegis once again to Valhalla. Spirit Breaker with the BKB and the Assault Cuirass will just walk down the final lane of Rex and to force DDM from calling the GG. And now the Tornado EMP potentially thrown out for her harassment. Nope, not gonna do it. And they now jump in. Silence up on Monter, but he will be able to blink away to safety. BKB also available, so there's really nothing much to worry about. Some being silenced up a lovely. Glimpse being used back on the Lion. I'm not too sure for what. Silence now being thrown up on Valhalla. He's now coming in deep, and Static Storm being dropped as well. Valhalla still not too worried. Ravage being thrown up. Catches all 3 right now, and he is being able to dodge away. Finger being thrown up and given to the supports, and all 3 supports are there. Valhalla being Grave, actually Grave on the creep. And GG is being caught by DDM, and DRG will take this game convincingly. I believe Wahala didn't die. Yes, he did not die. 7-0-12. DDM will drop down to the losers bracket. DRG will continue in the winners bracket with an extremely convincing win on DDM. Very, very well played, and congratulations to DRG for progressing. Actually, only 2 heroes died, Invoker and Lion. Anyway, once again, this is the Italian tournament, TITA DOTA 2 summer tournament. My name is Bossy Tofu, and you can follow me on Twitch TV, subscribe to my YouTube, follow me on Twitter, like my Facebook page, and all those kind of things. And I will see you in tomorrow. Actually, we don't have a game for TITA anymore. At least I don't have a game to cast anymore today. So I'll see you tomorrow in TITA Summer Dota 2 tournament, or if you would like to, I have a game to cast in the Western Dota 2 League today. It will be 6 PM PST, and I will see you then.